Monday, March 23rd edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. Temperatures out there as we're starting the day today on our Monday. This is during the 5 a.m. hour, 50s in a lot of the Carolinas. Some 40s mixed in the mountains and over in eastern parts of North Carolina. And it's going to be a cooler day overall today compared to some recent days. There's a peek at your overall setup for today. Kind of a complex deal. It looks a little worse than in reality what's going to transpire weather-wise. Basically, you have some northeasterly flow here across the Carolinas, bringing in a little bit of a drier air mass. As we've gone through the course of the past 24 hours, some rain certainly over Georgia, South Carolina, southeastern North Carolina. Still a few lingering sprinkles over parts of central North Carolina early this morning. The more substantial rains down closer to the coast there. Through the Outer Banks down through parts of the Wilmington area, lower South Carolina and coastal Georgia area still seeing some rain here early this morning. As we go through today, though, you notice some thinning of the clouds from the north as we get deeper into the day. So I think some sun works in across parts of North Carolina. That's going to make for a pretty challenging high temperature forecast today. But in general, highs today probably shaping up something like that here. Across the region. Now, as we get into the day tomorrow, another area of low pressure over the plains begins to become the primary storm system. I think clouds build in here across the region, especially I-40 and points north tomorrow, but really not a bad looking day. Your highs tomorrow afternoon, 60s in much of North Carolina, around 70 down in Columbia. And then here we go for Wednesday. This next storm system easing closer to us. Looks like a lot of clouds for Wednesday. Maybe some areas of light rain or a few showers out there as Wednesday unfolds. Temperatures probably a little bit cooler then due to the clouds and the chance of a little light rain there as our Wednesday unfolds. And then some forecast question marks for late week. All right, now let's get into Thursday and Friday. This is the GFS, one of the American computer models, its representation of things. On Thursday, you have a cold front approaching from the northwest, probably some showers on Thursday as that front approaches. And then chillier weather moves in behind the front starting Friday. Now, the GFS is one of the models that then develops an area of low pressure along that front, tries to throw some areas of precipitation back here into parts of the region, especially Saturday. That is not the case on the European model. That front moves through, and then it's just chilly and dry as we go through Friday and the weekend. I'll show you that in more detail here in just a second. All right, here's the GFS representation for Wednesday. You can see a little bit of that light rain moving in, and you wind up with a pretty good temperature contrast across the region. Some 70s across the eastern sections of North and South Carolina for temperatures Wednesday afternoon, while you have areas roughly I-85 and north and west in the 50s. We'll see how that plays out. Now we get on out to Thursday, and that's when you have that front move through. So your front right about there, here on the early afternoon chart for Thursday. Some showers possibility. And then again, here we go Friday. The GFS moves a little wave of low pressure along that front, so you get a little bit of light precipitation Friday, and then as some upper level energy gets involved Saturday. This is the GFS representation here. This is the precipitation from Saturday morning into Saturday early afternoon. This is Saturday afternoon and evening's precipitation, and you have temperatures that are aloft, flirting with readings cool enough to have some wet snow mixed in with some showers. And there's your high temperatures on Saturday from the GFS model. That's chilly stuff. Now again, keep in mind, the European is completely dry during this time period, but there's the GFS representation Saturday evening showing you that batch of precip moving further to the southeast, and then there it is by early Sunday morning. Excuse me, Sunday morning, and then by late in the day Sunday, we're seeing high pressure over the Gulf Coast build on in. So here's the differences aloft. This is the 500 millibar chart from the GFS computer model. Valid Saturday afternoon. Compare that to the European, and it's similar in the overall orientation of the trough, but there's a little bit more bundled energy moving through on the GFS, and that's enough to produce some precipitation, whereas on the European, it's just a chilly but dry day on Saturday. The Canadian model, kind of a cross between the two. You wind up, I didn't put those charts in here, but you wind up with a little bit of precipitation in here Saturday night into Sunday. in parts of the Carolinas, but it's much more limited in coverage and intensity than what you see on the GFS. So we'll see how that plays out. I have, for my forecast package on air today, I've gone more with the European type of solution where we just have a frontal passage with some showers Thursday, and then I've just gone dry Friday through the weekend with chilly temperatures. But it's going to, again, be subject to adjustment later this week, especially the Saturday portion of the forecast. We'll see how that works out, but for the time being, I'm leaned in the drier solution direction. All right, that is it for today's edition of the video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.